morning, guys. Hi there, I'm Lori Winslow, and this is Rain or Shine Chalk Design. I know you've noticed that there's a change in how I'm coming to you, and it is not by choice. Facebook this morning is acting weird, and I am not able to turn my screen and make it go the right way. When I turn my screen sideways to give you the usual view, which is how my tripod likes to hold the camera, it won't hold it any other way, it doesn't like that, and it turns me upside down. So my only option was to jerry-rig something in my office here and make it work. So we are literally turning lemons into something sweet today. So glad you're here. This morning we are working on Board and Pillar Club. So if you don't know about Board and Pillar Club, the way that works is I have some friends who during the month purchased a board and pillar, and that's what's in my box, and I'm going to unpack it for you so you can see it. They also purchased the Rise and Grind. Good morning, Kathy. Glad you're here this morning. So some of my friends ordered this Rise and Grind transfer and the board and pillar. That's going to be our surface today. So it is Board and Pillar Day. Yay! So I'm going to open up this box and let you see what our board and pillar looks like. I did use the board and pillar not too long ago when I did the Let's Bake Cookies transfer. So we'll be doing another Board and Pillar Day. It'll be the second Saturday in August. We'll try it again. So if you missed this time and you really want to try it out, you'll get that chance. So this is the base. This is the pillar. Good morning, Lisa. Glad you're here this morning. This is the base, and as you can see, it has a little screw, and that's going to tighten up and hold our board. So we have a pillar and we have a board. So let's grab our board out of here, out of my box. So that was some packaging that I took out, and we have our board. So it's only one-sided. Yesterday we had, good morning, Shannon, glad you're here. Yesterday Chalk Couture had its Chalk Con, which is a conference for people who do chalking, and they showed a whole bunch of new surfaces, and most of the surfaces, the box surfaces like this, are double-sided now. So I think that's awesome that we have that option. So you just set your board right into your pillar, and then you tighten this piece in the back, and you can make it go horizontal, or you can make it go vertical. All right, so glad you guys joined me this morning. So for some reason this morning Facebook would not let my phone turn sideways, so I am in the vertical position. If I turned it sideways, it would flip me upside down. So I guess that's just something people who do lives on Facebook are used to. I've seen people have that problem, and that's why I'm a couple minutes late getting started this morning, but it won't stop us at all. I may not be able to focus down. You should see how my situation is set up so that I can at least go on. I was worried I wasn't going to be able to go on because my tripod only holds my camera in one direction. It's not an option to do another direction. So I might have to invest in another tripod so that when this happens, I can go either way. But enough about technical problems. We'll make it work. So I'm glad you guys are here this morning. So we are going to do this Rise and Grind. I am going to use white chalk on my transfer. So I'm going to put the Rise and Grind in white. Now, some of my friends who ordered, one of my friends does Chalk Couture already, so I know she might have some colors. But if you can look really close, there's a little coffee cup and some beans. So I have some brown. If you are someone who ordered the Chalk Couture for Board and Pillar and you only have white, then you can choose, if you don't want to do the parts of the cup or the beans, I totally understand. You could do that when you have some other colors you could add to it. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. As I was telling you, Chalk Couture has a Chalk Con, and it's a huge conference. Of course, it's virtual this year, and this is my first year being part of that in any way. So I was kind of excited that it was virtual. You like the board and pillar? Me too, and Kathy's going to use iced coffee. Well, that's appropriate. I don't have the iced coffee color. One of the cool things is that you can mix these colors. So if I wanted to go for more of an iced coffee color, I could mix my, this is bark. I could mix bark and white, and I could do it at different levels and get a different color. And I really like that about Chalk Couture's paste, is that they do have the pigment that will color mix. Alright, so this is my new transfer, so I'm going to cut these pieces apart. Now some people don't like to cut these little pieces apart. They say they tend to lose them. I keep my transfers in a 3-ring notebook that has those clear sleeves. And good morning, Rhonda. Glad you're here this morning. And the clear sleeves will hold on to these pieces for me. So that's how I organize my transfers. You do need kind of a method to do that. Again, I'm sorry guys that my camera angle is going to be a little wonky today. Facebook Live has decided that we shouldn't be turning ourselves sideways today. We're just going to have to be up and down. So I've got my tripod leaning across from one table behind me over my husband's chair for his table, and the phone is kind of hanging off the end of the chair. So engineering, mama engineering at its best. I was going to show you these little coffee pieces real quick. So if you look close at these little coffee pieces, you can see that there are little registration marks, those little dots in the corners, and that is how you're going to line those up. So this is going to be your first transfer. You put that one down, you chalk over it, and if you want to chalk the little dots, you can, so that make sure that your pieces are all lined up. And this is going to be, you know, the lid and the cozy around the cup, so that your hands don't get burnt. All right, so we'll be doing that in a few minutes. And of course, we got these cute little coffee beans. Super cute. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to fuzz my transfer. This is a Chalk Couture board, so I don't have to do any waxing or anything like that. I don't have to worry about it ruining my transfer. This is the first time I'm using this transfer, so I like to cut the corner, and that just shows me which way my backing goes. My backer needs to be, I need to keep this, so if you get Chalk Couture things, hold on to the backers. That's what your transfer is gonna live on that, so that it stays nice and clean and ready for your next project. So I'm gonna fuzz it. I'm gonna put it down on my fuzzing mat. If you don't have one from like this, you can put it on your t-shirt. You can put it on a regular towel. Anything that can put a little lint on the back of your transfer. And then I want to line up my transfer. I'm going to make sure there's no dust on here. You guys saw me just unbox it, so it should be nice and clean, but you never know if it's been sitting around for a while. So I'm going to put this where I can see it, and then I'll show you how it's lined up. So it has kind of an angle, if you can see that, the way the transfer is. It's already kind of angled, so if you wanted it to be straight, you could take the angle out. I like the angle. I think it makes it cute, a little more trendy than just being straight, lined up. I'm actually trying to make it straight, and it's hard. All right. Then I just want to press down really well. Make sure I don't have any air bubbles in there. I don't want the chalk to run under in any spots. And these transfers are great in that they make the best transfer of the product that I have seen. All right, then I'm going to grab my white chalk paste. Now the nice thing about chalk is that it is removable. So when I am tired of this being rise and grind, or I get another coffee transfer that I like and I want to switch it out, I just switch it right out. So all I would do is I can just spray my board and let it sit for a little while and then just scrub it right off. And when I say scrub, it doesn't mean that it's going to be that difficult. It's a little dried on, chunky, but it comes right off. All right, I'm going to mix up my white. It's very creamy. It had some water sitting on top, so I'm reconstituting that, working that right in. I think this might be a new container. I ended up with 2 whites, and I think I grabbed the new one. All right. So I'm going to just put some of this chalk right on my board, and then I'll just use my squeegee to move it around. As you can see, it does not take very much of the product to accomplish what I want. I just grab my squeegee and I hold it at an angle and I just squeegee right across. There's lots of options with this. You can see these little marks down here. You could change the color of those. You could do a different color on rise and a different color on grind. Match whatever color scheme you want. These would be great for events if you are, if you have kids in high school or kids even in elementary school, and maybe you're part of the PTA and you do some kind of little event. I know we have donuts with dads at my school and muffins with mom and things like that. And something like this would be really cute, just on the table. You could change it out for the school colors, and that would be really fun. So there you have the chalk, and when I grab the side, pull it up, there I have my super crisp print. Looks just like I expected it to look, and that's what I love about this product. I keep freezing up. Is anybody else having that problem? I guess Facebook's really not happy this morning for whatever reason. Sorry about that, Kathy. Yeah, somebody else's thumbs up. That's not good. Well, I apologize for that, guys. I'm going to throw this into this water bath. And the nice thing about these products is they do wash up with just regular water. Alright, so some places it's okay and some places it's not. I'm sorry, Kathy. You're one of my board and pillar friends, so I'm sorry that it's not working well for you. Kathy, if you want to hop out and then come back in, you might, I don't know if you've already tried that. Sometimes if you go out and come back in, it kind of resets. I'm going to dry this, so then I'll come back and see how things are going on your end, Kathy. So I'm going to dry this. I do want to do the little coffee mug, the little coffee cup down here. But I'm going to dry this so I don't touch it. Grab my dryer. I'm just using a hair dryer. Some people like to use more of a heat dryer, really hot ones. I don't have one of those, so I just use a hair dryer. Well, since we're talking about, we have a coffee transfer. You had to reboot your phone. Oh my. Well, I hope that works for you, Kathy. Since we are talking about coffee this morning, are you, first thing in the morning, are you a coffee person? Are you a water person? Are you a tea? Are you a soda person? What do you have to have first thing in the morning? Or what do you prefer to have first thing in the morning? Let me know in the comments so we can see what you like to have. All right, so let's work on, I'm sorry I can't be close, a lot closer to you guys and have you be able to see, but I'll try to just keep holding it up so you can see. All right, sometimes just getting them off the backer is the hardest part. So I am going to, I think it'd be cute with a couple of these lined up, or maybe just one by itself. I think I'm going to do one for our purposes. I better fuzz this a little bit though since it's brand new. Kathy says coffee, coffee, coffee. That's the way I am during the school year. I really want some coffee to start my day. But when I'm home, usually I have some water, and then I usually end up going for Diet Coke or something like that. All right, so I'm really excited. This Chalk Con that I was just telling you guys about happened, like I said, yesterday and then again today. There's going to be some more of the Chalk Con going on. And they have released the new catalog for the autumn and winter. And it is beautiful, guys. There are so many fun new things. A lot of old things, which is nice. But also a lot of new surfaces. Like I said, a bunch of the box boards, and they are double-sided, which is wonderful to be able to make something that for autumn and then on the other side for winter. Just makes good use of the space and the money. So yeah, the catalog is beautiful. I've linked it on the page, so if you want to take a look, if you're huge into Halloween, there's a lot of Halloween things. If you're big into Christmas, there's tons of things, and then lots of things in between. The botanicals are really pretty this year. Pretty much if you love flowers or plants, you're gonna love it. All right, so I put my little piece on, my first piece, and that's the white part. So that's gonna be make the cup white, and it's gonna make the lid white. So I could do that any color I wanted, but I am gonna use white, and I'm gonna do I'll do the registration marks and show you what it looks like. Do that so you can see. All right. So since we have that new catalog out, I want to encourage you, if you're interested in doing the Board and Pillar Club, help me decide which transfers to pick. So I'm going to pick 3 transfers, size A transfers, and I'll put 3 choices up, and then we'll vote. Everybody gets to vote who wants to be part of the Board and Pillar Club. And after you vote, I will let you know. All right, you can see those little registration marks. So those are going to help me place the next one right on top. So you'll vote, and then after everybody's had a certain amount of time to vote, I will say, okay, votes are in, and we will, whichever one gets the most votes, that's the project we will do for August. But I want you guys to give me some input about your favorites that are out of the new catalog, because if you look at the catalog, you can see I just saw those 2. So it's brand new to me, and you might find something that you really love that I haven't seen. Or haven't really looked at yet. So I want you to have some say in that. So then I will condense it down to 3 choices, and we'll go with those 3, and you'll vote. So I hope that makes sense. I probably said it way too many times. I'm trying to be clear. All right, I need to dry this because I'm going to lay another transfer over the top. And I don't want it to pull up this chalk that's already here. So I'm going to try my dryer and dry it. that's nice and dry. Yeah, it feels dry. All right, and then I'm going to get my second layer of my transfer, and you can see that that is the green part is the part that's going to show. So that's going to be the piece that goes around the cup, and it's going to give some details to the lid and the cup itself. So now I just want to line up, and again, I'm sorry you're not closer, so that you can see. But I'm going to line that up. Press it down. Because you have to press it down really good, that's why you want to make sure that your chalk is dry. But again, if it doesn't make a nice print, just try it again. And let's try this lovely bark. The lovely bark is pretty dry. Add a little water, do a little stir. I got to have my grandkids yesterday. They hung out for a little while with me. That was fun. We did crafting. I have an old, a bunch of stickers from several years ago that we accumulated over time. We were making cards for our church family, and we ended up with just a ton of stickers. And so we dipped into that bag yesterday, and the kids, I had paper out and crayons and glue and that sort of thing. And as soon as they saw those stickers, they were so excited to get their hands on them and embellish their pictures. And they made some really cute little pictures. And I just love that. All right, so let's go ahead and chalk over this brown. I almost forgot about the coffee beans. I almost didn't leave any space for those if I had gone with the 3 coffee mugs. All right, hold this up. And there are registration marks. You obviously don't need to go over those. That's so stinking cute. And you wouldn't have to use brown, obviously. If you want your coffee cup to be a different color, then you can use that. And now I have those little registration marks that I'm going to take off. So it's just a tiny bit of chalk. And you could do it with just a paper towel and some water. It would come right off. Since I'm not in my kitchen, I have these wipes, and I'll use them to clean up my supplies anyway. So I'm going to grab just a Clorox wipe. And it's dried, but it just comes right off, and those are really small registration marks, so they came off very easy. All right, so far I have my rise and grind, I have my little coffee cup. I know that little coffee cup is just so cute. It's so tiny. They do have another coffee transfer, and I have that one. I think it says thanks a latte. I'm not sure of the status of that one, if it's staying or if it's getting retired. I'll have to check on that for my coffee friends. So I guess these are going to be some dark roast beans because they are going to be this bark color. Good morning, Thomas. Good morning, Maya and Kai. Glad you're here. It's Board and Pillar Day. So we're finally getting to do our Board and Pillar event. I'm so glad. Thanks, guys, for supporting and coming out. Let's see. Coffee beans. It would be fun to do coffee beans all around it. So you could take some time and add some coffee beans everywhere. I'm going to put some coffee beans here by the cup. Just kind of like they're scattered, you know. I mean, in Seattle this is possible. Some places that might not be so possible that you would have coffee beans just laying around, but growing up I definitely did not see coffee beans in my house in Oklahoma. Definitely saw coffee Folgers was always in my parents' cup, but no fancy beans, of course. All right, let's take a look at our beans and see how they look. They're kind of dark on there, but I'll hold it up so you can see. Now, if I wanted to do more of the beans, I would not really have to wash this. I could just put it down and put them around wherever I wanted them. If you're going to use the same color, you can just keep reusing your transfer. You just have to be careful that when you set it down, that's where you want it to be, because you might push some of the color through. But then again, you could always clean it off if you made a little smudge. So it is very forgiving. I think for our purposes, I'm just going to put the one set of beans. Good morning, Alan. Thanks for joining. It's nice to see you. All right, so we just have our fun little rise and grind. Obviously, you could add other things. You could add more of the coffee cups, more of the beans. I'm going to go ahead and put mine together on my pillar and tighten it down in the back. When you tighten it up, then it's not going to, whoops, that's not true. You have to tighten it more than that. When you tighten it up, yeah, now it's not going to go anywhere. So you give it a good tightening down, and we have this really cute board and pillar, which I think is just really fun. I'll be interested to see. We do have some new things coming out, and I'm wondering if any of our boards will work in this pillar base. I'm just wondering, it'd be nice to have this double-sided is what I'm thinking, for some places. Like if you were going to do an event and you wanted to put something like this out to share information or to just be fun like this, it would be cute to be able to see it on both sides. So then, of course, you guys, you can decorate. You can add, last time I added some ribbon around the pillar. Really, there is no limit to what you could do. The little tags that are really everywhere would be really cute. Lisa, you think it's funny that we both have orange, we like orange walls. Well, that is kind of funny. You like the new pillar that they've come out with? I haven't even seen it. Kathy, I'll have to go back and look and see what our new pillar stand looks like. So I'll have to go do that. You guys should do that too. Definitely on my page, you'll see just a couple of spaces down. You should be able to see the catalog for autumn and winter. And like I said, tons of new surfaces, a bunch of new transfers. This is all something you can order in my shop, Lisa. I will put the link on the description, so after I get off, I'll put that up there so you can see. This is like one of my favorite surfaces that we have. I like that it's not huge. Let me measure real quick. So this is 7 by 9. So this is a 7 by 9 surface. Fits our A size transfer perfectly. That's our smallest transfer and our least expensive transfer. And then the pillar is, how tall is our pillar? Our pillar is 7 inches tall. All right, so that makes it 14 inches tall together. I just think it's a perfect piece for decorating with. Really cute. Let's see. Also, I just recently put together a YouTube channel for Rain or Shine. If you would go over there and subscribe, I will put your name into my sprinkle bucket. I will be drawing a name from the sprinkle bucket on Monday. So I have quite a few names in here right now. I've had quite a few people share. If you share a post, if you share one of my posts or you share a video, that means you can share it to your page, you can share it to a friend, however you want to share it, then I get notification of that and I will drop your name in the bucket. So please do that, and then I draw out a winner on Monday, and that person gets to choose one thing that I've made this week that they want to have at their house, and it's theirs. So I just contact you and I let you know that you're the winner. I'm still trying to coordinate with the winner from this week. We had a plan set up and then we couldn't meet. Lisa, you asked if it could stand upright. Yes, it can. So it tightens up just exactly the same way. And now you can go this way. So some of course, our A size transfers go different directions, and you can put them in the direction that makes sense. So I think it's a really cute, awesome, versatile piece. If you wanted it a different color, you could totally, put a coat of paint on this. It's already kind of antiqued. If you don't like the antique look, you could paint it white or whatever color you wanted. You could do a solid color. It's really flexible, which is what I love about it. All right, so let's see. Have I told you about everything that's going on? I think so. Thank you guys for joining me and being part of my board and pillar club. Thank you, Kathy, and thank you, Shelly, especially for you guys purchasing the board and pillar and trying out the club this month. Anybody else who wants to try it, let me know in the comments. I will definitely be looking for you guys to give me input about, thanks Kai, give me input about which transfers you want from the new catalog. So we'll do some voting and we'll find some things. Thanks for all the hearts and the other emojis that you guys are sending up. That's really fun. Anyway, guys, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. Again, I will link the products so that you can take a look at them. And we'll do this again, Board and Pillar Club, the second Saturday in August. I'll have that. It'll keep popping up so that you guys will know. Anyway, have a great day. Make it a great day. Bye, guys.